Welcome, everybody, to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Jones throw caught by Tony. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The Giants had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now Jones. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's gonna be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips, and then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
A first down carry for Barkley. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Jones. Going across the middle, and Valdez-Scantling has it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Operating from the gun. Jones. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. They'll still have a third and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's fourth and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Well, first and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 20-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Faking the handoff. Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Play action. It's Howell. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force it.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Hey, as the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they can click for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And Howe will throw it. Here's a screen for Robinson. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2nd and 5 now. Jones, he'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards, but he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
Now this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And some room to work. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Completing the quick throw out wide. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this is going to remain a 1-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure and unbridled joy after that one.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be caught by Tony. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Back to throw again. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, Howell back to pass. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units.
There he goes, right side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Jones throwing for it. That is incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On second down and 4, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Jones will sneak it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal.
Barkley will try to punch it in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll pitch it to Robinson.
And some room to roam now. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Powell throwing on 1st down here.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's Jones on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 85 yards.
And the Giants are back within a score.
When you're thinking about your opening drive in the 3rd quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, yep, just sitting back in my chair. Let's get eased in, a couple runs. No.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Gano now, following the touchdown, here to kick it away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They'll go play action. Powell.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
And the tackle there by Micah McFadden.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Robinson up the middle. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Commanders 28, Giants 19.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Richie James on the return. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, he dumps it off to Barkley. He's got room at the 30. Room here to run. Now he's loose again. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. The 20. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Barkley will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Barkley again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries.
you know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And with that last field goal, that puts him now 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They go play action with Howell. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And our game's had a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is...
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Give to Robinson on the option.
And room there to work it inside the 25. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Off the option, here's Robinson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Give to Robinson on the option.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Jones, another shot here after the pick 6.
Man open is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Jones. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
On 2nd and 10, Jones, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing Jones. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man, complete. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Howell is going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
He's going to try and go deep again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here is another interception.
And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Faking the handoff. Howell.
And this is going to be incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Another try for Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
In motion right as a running back. Jones now gonna throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.